Hello, hi, good evening. Welcome to the stream. Excuse me. My name is Garrison from Singapore, and yes, we are going to do a evening stream today. I think most of the time, today's Monday, tomorrow, probably we'll do evening stream for the upcoming few live stream. Yeah, because the morning, afternoon part, I'm actually going to be quite busy and hectic, so probably we'll do the evening stream. So in order for you to receive the most accurate timing of the live stream, just refer to the Discord server. I will put my timing of the live stream in the Discord server, right? So, yep, today is Monday, the date is 1st of August, right? It's August already, so, yep, and hopefully this August will be good for everybody because my July is not very fantastic. So, yep. So hopefully August will be better. And yep. So yeah, talking about the topic for this week itself. So I will have yet to decide. So as to continue on, or I have to find out another related topic itself. So I will just put it on hold for now. But before I begin today's stream proper, maybe let me just go through the usual stuff. Right, so in this live stream, there are two ways you can interact with me. One is via the chat box itself, so you can type in your questions, your opinions, your answers, your comments, your whatsoever into the chat box itself. I will go through and come back to you during the live stream. Or alternatively, if let's say you've got a Discord account and you'd like to talk to me live on air, what you can do is go to my Twitch profile, click on the Discord link. There's actually an invitation to my server. So what I do is I just join the server, go to this on air live section, and then you see me there. You won't miss it. There's a live big red button. So click on it and join the voice channel, and then turn on your microphone, and we can talk to each other live on air, right? So that is for this live stream, right? And yep, if you're watching this as a recorded stream, be it on Twitch or on YouTube itself, hey, feel free to type in your comments as well. Yeah, just got a funny car that's actually trying to turn into my lane. No worries. Right. So yeah. So if you're actually watching on Twitch or YouTube, just feel free to leave your comments. You can actually refer to my old videos as well, and you can also leave your comments there. I will come back to you on that as well. Right. So basically, that's for the recorded stream. And alternatively, if let's say you want to get in touch with me, or drop me a private message, you can actually do so using my other social media handle as well. I have actually enclosed some of them on my Twitch profile. There's Instagram, there's Twitter, and TikTok. Right. So depending on which platform you are in, you may wish to private message me on those platforms as well. Now, so the usual stuff aside, but yeah, maybe just a bit more on the Discord server itself. So whatever we have on this live stream, apart from using the Discord as a voice channel, there's also a text channel as well. So whatever topic that we discuss, whatever things that we have in the live stream, it will also be reflected on the recorded stream as well. So how, not the recorded stream, the text channel as well. So how do you access this text channel on the Discord server? So what you got to do is look out for the topic on social media. Scroll down, you see social media, expand on it, you'll see Facebook, Instagram, all the normal usual social media handle there. Just go to Twitch and then click on it. You'll be able to find our topic itself in terms of a poll question. So, like for example, last week our topics about relationships. So basically, the question is asking things that's relevant to relationship. So it's actually a poll questions where you can actually it's like MCQ, just choose the one that actually best suits your answer, that represents you. And then if you would like to further elaborate your point, you can also create a thread from there, right? So yeah, so basically that's about it, about the functions that we have for to support this live stream. Right. So the time now is 5:50. We are going to the end of the day already. So for those who are working, it's tough Monday, I suppose, right? So at least Monday is over now, and yeah, probably looking to knock off. For those who are working from home, then yeah, good. For those who are actually working, back to office working, then you will probably be either driving back. But if let's say you're driving back, you won't be able to watch my live stream then. So probably you're taking public transport or stuff like that. Right. So now today I'm actually traveling from this harbourfront area. I'm going over to Bedok, so I'm going to take the expressway. Because I presume it's going to be the normal usual peak hour, so yep, I think the journey will probably be about 20 odd minutes, and we will actually call it for the live stream timing itself, right? So normally we'll do a live stream, say about 20 odd minutes to 30 max, unless the topic that we are discussing there's so much response and stuff like that, then we'll probably extend a little bit more, right? So yep. So today is a pretty sunny day. It rained in the morning, and the skies looks pretty cloudy, and yeah, so we have got sun coming up as well. Okay, so uh, yeah, so for those who just joined in, welcome to the stream, right? So please feel free to type your questions, your answers, your feedbacks, your comments, your opinions, and what I feel in the chat box itself. I will go through them. Yeah. Okay. Or alternatively, if you like to talk to me or engage in the conversation, a voice conversation with me, you can do so using our Discord server. Just go over to my Twitch profile. There's this link for Discord. Click on it and join the voice channel. Then you can turn on your microphone and you can talk to each other live on air, right? But the only thing is that it is not exactly a real-time thing. There's a slight delay of say about a second or two, but that's pretty okay. Yeah. So basically, if you are actually listening to me via Discord itself, you will notice a lag of about 1 or 2 seconds. Yeah. But that's pretty fine. Basically, it's like you ask the questions and then after a while it goes through. So that's pretty normal, right? So, okay, coming back to, is there anyone coming in? No. Okay, so I just leave it as it is. So coming back to the topic itself, last week we talked about relationship, and we actually just asked about probably the current status of your relationship, and yeah. So there are people who are asking about how to maintain a relationship and stuff like that. Unfortunately, as you guys know by now, I suppose, that I'm single. I haven't had any experience in having a relationship, so I don't think I'm the best person to answer. But more often than not, over my years of living as a human being, I've got a lot of people coming me, to just talk to me, to confide in me and stuff like that. And as time grows along, you get to know more and stuff like that. Now, the thing is that you can't blame on those people. They are not affecting me in any way of not starting a relationship, but I also have my own certain beliefs as well. So that's why I'm still single. And for those who would like to probe more, I think during my last live stream, I actually did mention a bit. Yeah, I prefer to be single, the freedom to be single. Um, yeah, you notice a lot of relationship. It starts off with a honeymoon phase where everything is good and excellent, and as time goes along, where you find out more about the other person and the so-called their behavior and stuff like that. There are certain things in which might put you off, but you tend to tolerate it. And as time goes along, you've been together already, you've committed to each other, and the things that put you off in the first place becomes the main issue of the problem. And then after that, slowly, then you realize that uh, he or she may not be the one for you, and then yeah, that's where a lot of things would have happened, right? So, yeah, I mean, everyone has got a very different kind of relationship and stuff like that. But yeah, so from what I can see and what I can feel and what I can tell is that if I'm not ready to commit or stuff like that, I better not start one. Yep. So that's my take. So now coming back to this week, of course, are we going to continue on with relationship question? That's something in which, mm, yeah, we'll see. So, yep. Basically, we have to think of a topic for this week. Otherwise, because actually last week I did mention because I started to put up the topic pretty late in the week itself because uh, I disappeared for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. So by the time I put up the so-called the question is about Thursday, so we don't really have a good full week. I wouldn't say really full week, but probably more than 5 days, I suppose, out of the 6, 7 days, to actually let people to, to to look at the questions and participate. So it's either I continue with the same topic itself, the same thing, or I will actually do like a part two itself, like a further on question, which is also related to relationship, right? So, yep, for those who are uh, following us, probably following this channel, you can make your decision. So if you see you want to answer more or you think that is enough, you actually run the same topic again for next week. Right, so right now I'm actually in MCE, going over to ECP already. So I'm now in the tunnel. So I think lighting wise still pretty okay. Still not as bad yet. Right. Okay. Now let's see what other things that I have. Yeah, basically why I have the topic on relationship and stuff like that because I think most of the time the most commonly private message asked question is yeah, what is my status and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm single. I'm not exactly looking, but not actively looking, but let let the let time and let faith decide for itself. So yeah. And anyway, I also believe that there's nothing about too early or too late to be in a relationship, and it's also it really depends on if let's say you meet up with somebody and you really find he or she is the perfect one and stuff like that, then yeah. So it's never too early or too late, nor is it a must to. Okay, I think the next topic is actually pretty sensitive. Is it a must to have children and stuff like that? Yeah. So all these are actually very subjective and very individual. So we'll keep things as it is. But if you ask me, I'm single and not exactly looking. So, yep. And what are things that is most commonly asked? Um, yeah, for those who are asking me what am I doing, I'm actually a social media content creator. I'm also a real estate agent. I'm also, at the moment in time, I'm also a home base, not say home base, but I do actually take up kind of like healthcare kind of services jobs uh, to provide home services. Yep. And I'm also a delivery man. I'm also a chauffeur, right? I do wear many hats, all because of to survive the current situation, and yeah. So yeah, but the main key thing that I do is actually more on social media content creation and production. But as of now, uh, I how should I put it? Um, there's no demand for my service as yet. As in, like my clients, I'm not exactly looking to expand. I'm actually looking for more of like an opportunity because as time goes along, the way you serve your customer is differs slightly. So yeah. So anyway, if let's say you're thinking of exploring on how we can do collaborations and stuff like that, yeah, feel free to contact me. I can actually work out on collaborations and stuff like that. I think recently the most I would say common trend and stuff like that for work is more on collaborations. So collaborations are welcome. Right. So I'm now along East Coast Parkway, ECP. We are like about 16, 17 minutes into the stream. And yeah, I do see somebody coming in on and in and out of the stream itself. So yeah, for those who just joined in, welcome to the stream. Feel free to to type in anything. Just treat this live stream as just take it like a virtual passenger. We can actually talk about anything under the sun, not necessarily about the topic that we have set up, nor any other thing. In fact, if let's say you feel very stressful and you would like to just to chime in and then to to vent your frustration and stuff like that, yeah, feel free to do so as well. I don't know. I think in my uh okay, just sidetrack a bit. In my line of work, in my not necessarily line of work, but I think most of the time people like to talk to me and confide with me in their problems and stuff like that. So uh yeah, so that's how I have got last time I've got colleagues and peers and even strangers, sharing with me their problems and how I can lend them a listening ear and try to console them. But the thing is, I'm not a social worker. I'm not a trained social worker. So all these are actually like along the way, by the way. But it seems like the trend is, yeah, it seems like a lot of people like to pour a lot of negativity things on me. So yeah, I mean, I'm used to it already. So yeah, maybe I do have the kind of looks and vibes for people to really, talk trash about. And then after talking about it, then they feel better. So maybe I can actually fill in the gap, right? Okay, now the time is 6:03 p.m. already. That's the local time for Singapore, which is GMT plus 8 hours. We do used to have a lot of overseas viewers, all the way from US, from Belgium, from Philippines, from yeah, Mexico. Yeah, correct. Where else? Yeah, we do have quite a few of these viewers, so it's pretty random, but I'm actually good to have a wide variety of viewers, and we can actually, talk more. And it's not only within the confine of the local context itself. We can actually discuss about things that is actually more general and more broad based. Yeah, right. So let me think. Yeah. Okay, for those, I think there's about two, two, three, two or three of you who actually messaged me asking about this car itself. Yeah, I think now I've got a little bit of time. I think with pertaining to what is your question. Yes, correct. Okay, just to refresh a bit, this is depending how you want to pronounce the brand, it's a Citroen C4, the new C4, and Yeah, I have it on lease. I didn't buy it, so I'm actually leasing the Shine edition. So many say it's actually a higher spec edition. So you got wireless charging, then you got wireless Apple CarPlay and or Android Auto, but I don't use Android totally. So yeah, so it's really good. You just come in, you just put the phone into the wireless charger, and it's automatically connected to your CarPlay itself. Right. So a lot of things are actually wirelessly connected, and then you can get your phone charged as well. Other safety features like blind spot monitoring and stuff like that. Yep. So it's pretty comprehensive, and it's actually I don't know actually why this brand of car is pretty unique in the sense that it's actually pretty comfortable to drive. So you will need to really go and test drive to understand it. So, and I believe you can actually watch on YouTube. There are a lot of videos actually talking about the comfort and requirements of this car and stuff like that. Now, actually, just a heads up, a lot of things that you see on YouTube, the specs of the car may not be exactly the same that we the spec of the car that is being brought into Singapore. So just something to take note of. So maybe certain features you see you like, it may not necessarily be in Singapore. Or if let's say it is available, it's probably an option. So you really need to maybe pay a little extra for it. Yep. So these are some of the things to take note. I mean, not only for this car itself, but for generally all the cars that's in the market itself, right? So yeah, I mean you can actually see I think some of commercial that says that you have a cup of water you put in a cup holder and you're driving along very rough road, the water will not splash all. Yeah, it will still be there. It won't spill over. It won't splash all over the place. So that's the strength of this car itself. Now, of course, if you like to to test drive and to find out more, you can actually just ask me and yeah. And because there's only like maybe a few of you, so I wouldn't really use so much of the airtime to actually go through it. But if let's say there are a lot of people who likes it and stuff like that, then probably I can actually do a walk around or stuff like that. Yeah. So ultimately, I think I leased this car for 7 years. So uh, the previous car that I have is also from Citroen is the C4 Cactus. Yep, the very unique one that you see on the road. It's a very, how should I put it? It's a very basic, fundamental car, very mechanical as well. So you don't have a lot of electronics, so-called things that will actually disrupt your drive. The only thing that is very digital in electronic is the touchscreen itself. So for the car itself, everything is on. You do everything on the touchscreen, including adjusting your aircon temperature, the fan speed and stuff like that. Whereas for this new C4, they actually separate out the controls with physical knobs, which I think is much better because I think there's a period of time where they try to clean up the car center console area where they actually try to remove as much distraction as possible and put everything on the touchscreen. Now the only thing is that for touchscreen you really need to look at the screen and press. So sometimes you just want to adjust the temperature or the fan speed and stuff like that. Then you really need to reach out to the touchscreen, and then after you key in one menu after another, then you get to the thing that you want. So in terms of driving wise, if let's say you're driving, then that may pose as a problem. So with physical knobs and button, what you need to do is just reach out and then just turn and then that's it. So I think it really depends on manufacturers. I think nowadays a lot of manufacturers are actually doing everything all by the touchscreen itself. Or for some of the manufacturers, they do have a controller, like in terms of a wheel and stuff like that to control. I think that's pretty all right as well, right? But for those who are fully digital into the dashboard itself, I think that may be a problem, right? So yeah, there are also a lot of other things to actually to share, but Yeah, these are just a few. So yeah, if for those who ask about the car itself, if you want to find out more, you can just PM me, or we can, yeah, we see how it goes, right? And yeah, let me think. Are there any other questions? Um, let me see. Oh yeah, if let's say if you'd like uh, to find out more about this car itself, just feel free to let me know. Right. If you want to find out more about leasing as well as option, yeah, you can actually look for me as well. I can actually refer you my car leasing officer. Yeah, I think she's pretty good at it, and yeah, so which is why I actually renew another 7 years of lease with her, right? So the whole experience is actually pretty fuss free and pretty seamless. You won't have any downtime when you actually send the vehicle for servicing and stuff like that. So everything is being well taken care of. Okay, so yeah, that's about the leasing part. And if let's say you'd like to find out more about the Citroen cars, just feel free to let me know as well, because before my C4 Cactus, I am actually driving the older generation of the Grand C4 Picasso, which is an MPV, also by Citroen, right? So why I like uh, this brand of cars? Actually, my favorite brand is not this, but the favorite brand is actually too expensive and very, how should I put it? Uh, it's quite beyond my reach. So what I need to do is I need something that's more practical. So that's why I come to this after looking around for quite some time. Now, a lot of people have been, like raising the question, like, probably this make of cars, the reliability and issue and stuff like that. I mean, okay, I mean, I have to really uh, speak subjectively about it. So, okay, the question is, generally in terms of cars itself, you've got your Japanese cars, which are like your Toyotas, your Hondas and stuff, and then your Mazdas, your Suzuki and stuff. And all of them are actually very reliable, very robust, and yeah, and you can actually find a workshop all around Singapore easily. Yeah, no doubt about it. Then you have got also the continental cars, in which you are also classified differently. You have got your German cars itself. Obviously, you've got your BMWs, your Mercedes, Audis, German Volkswagen, right? And even Opel as well. All these are your German cars. And you have got your French cars itself, like for example this Citroen. You've got Peugeot. You've got your Renault. All these are French car mix. And then you've got Italian, your a Fiat, Ferrari, your Maseratis, and yeah, stuff like that. So all these are continental cars, and yeah. So if you would generally the feeling is that maybe French cars are not as robust as the German cars and stuff like that. A maybe in the past, I don't know, but I think they are actually pretty okay as well. The only car that I know that is still not as stable are probably the Italian cars. Okay, generally all these are my own observations and my own opinion. It doesn't mean anything, but yeah. So French cars are still, I would say, after I've driven them, I think they are still pretty alright. The only pain in the ass, I spoke something of. Yeah, I wouldn't really say annoying thing, but the only thing that they actually let us down is that, French cars are mostly left-hand drive. So in order for them to do like right-hand drive, they actually have to move everything across the right-hand side. Of course, they move most of the things to the right, except the fuse box is still on the left, and also the bonnet release is also on the left. So normally everybody will move it to the right. So like let's say for example, if let's say I would like to do anything, it's all on the right. But for French cars, no, it's still on the left. And with the fuse box on the left itself, your glove box space is actually very heavily compromised. So that's the only thing that you need to take note of for French cars itself. Yeah, so that's probably the only downside. For my previous two cars, the older one do have some problems. Yeah, in which I think it's kind of like a wear and tear kind of issue. But the thing is that the wear and tear occurs a bit too fast to my liking. So yep, that's one. And then the previous one that I have, the C4 Cactus itself, it is so reliable and it's actually so fun to drive. There's no comfort in it. It's just like a very mechanical car, which is pretty good. But yeah, so that's the previous one, and then now this car itself. So it's yet to see how it's performing and how how good or how bad it is. So you still have to have a look. Right. So I realized that I've actually talked for half an hour already. I'm like almost near to my destination and there's no one in. So hopefully I can get more response for the recorded stream itself. I mean the recorded video and stuff. So yeah, I will probably end off. So I'll see you guys next time I come online. Probably tomorrow. As for Wednesday, Thursday, I'm not too sure yet. In fact, tomorrow as well. So, yep. Uh, for the topic itself, I think at this moment in time, I'll just keep it as it is. If let's say there's any changes, I will update you guys again. Right. Right. So, I'll see you guys next time I come online. Have a good evening and bye bye.